11 years ago today, Carmelo Anthony played his first game with the New York Knicks, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I watched it with my dad, with my brother. I rushed home from high school football practice, and we watched the game. That introduction, that video, still gives me chills. The "I'm coming home," I'll never get over it. One of the best days, unfortunately, as a Knicks fan. But I want to know, comment below, what was your favorite Carmelo Anthony moment? Was it this game against the Chicago Bulls on Easter when Melo hit the game tire at the fourth quarter buzzer and then the game winner in overtime? Or was it the game when he scored a Knick high 62 points against the Bobcats? Or was it the game against the Miami Heat when Carmelo Anthony scored 50 points on all jump shots? Was it the game when he beat up Kevin Garnett? They didn't actually fight, but it was a scuffle. I just want to know. Get in the comments. Let me know. Comment down below. What was your favorite Carmelo Anthony moment? Get in the comment section. Let me know. I know most of you guys are Carmelo Anthony fans, so I'm very interested to see. Welcome into New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. And in today's show, we're going to take a look at what JJ Reddick had to say about Zion Williamson on First Take yesterday. It's some glaring things to say. And then this tweet from NBA Central, but it's really from Howard Beck. He put out a piece a couple of days ago, and it highlighted some things that I thought pertained to the New York Knicks. This is the tweet. Team executives are bracing for the next disenchanted star to ask out, per Howard Beck. Speculation focused on Zion Williamson in New Orleans, Damian Lillard in Portland, and Donovan Mitchell in Utah. Through the past couple of years, the Knicks have been linked to every one of these players in this tweet, and it's the new NBA. If a player's unhappy, they're going to go out in public and force a trade and request a trade in the public eye. So let me know, if one of these guys requests a trade, maybe it's Zion Williamson, maybe it's Donovan Mitchell, or maybe it's Damian Lillard, who do you want the Knicks to pursue? I think this is the summer where the Knicks are going to make a blockbuster trade. So if you want it to be for Zion Williamson, go down in the comments and type ZW. If you think it's going to be Damian Lillard and you want logo Lillard and MSG, go down in the comments and type DL. Or if you want the Spider, Donovan Mitchell, wearing the blue and orange, go down in the comments and type DM. We're going to focus now on Zion Williamson for the rest of the show because I thought the things that JJ Reddick said were very, very telling. Right now, Zion and the Pelicans is a messy situation. He came into the season saying he'd be open for ready for the open season night, and that just hasn't happened. He had more injury concerns, and things have happened that have prevented him from playing from playing this season so far. But this is what JJ Reddick had to say on First Take just yesterday about him not reaching out to CJ McCollum when the Pelicans traded for McCollum. This is what he said, JJ Reddick. This just shows a complete lack of investment in your team, in the organization, in the city. I get that Williamson's hurt and away from the team, but you just traded for one of the 50 best players in the league, a guy that's supposed to be paired with you. Reach out and say hello. This is a pattern of behavior with Zion that we are seeing again and again. And look, I was his teammate, JJ Reddick said. I can describe him as a detached teammate. That is an accurate statement. For JJ Reddick to say this, a guy that went to Duke, a guy that played with Zion Williamson, a guy that's come on the First Take and just spit straight facts. He hasn't tried to get into the hot take battle with Stephen A. Smith. A guy that's repped by the same agency as Zion Williamson. I think this is very, very telling. The fact that he called him a detached teammate could mean a multitude of things. Doesn't mean, hey, he hates playing for the Pelicans. He hates being in New Orleans. Does he want out? Is he just a bad teammate? There are a lot of things that we'll, talk about and investigate later on in the show. But I want to remind you guys to subscribe because at the Knicks trade for Zion Williamson, we're going to be going live on this channel. It might be the first time we ever go live, but if something big like that's happened, we'll be breaking it down as soon as possible. And look, we're at 4.6 thousand subs. We're trying to get to 5K as soon as possible. And if you're new to this channel, you're new to New York Knicks Now, we are a one-stop shop for all things New York Knicks. We talk about rumors, we present you with the rumors, and we take the pulse of you guys in the comments section. We're a one-stop shop for everything a New York Knicks fan could want on YouTube. So if you love the Knicks and you want daily free videos surrounding the Knickerbockers, go down right now and hit that big red button. To me, Zion just wants out of New Orleans. I don't think he's a bad teammate. RJ Barrett talked in a very high light in a way about Zion Williamson at Duke, that he is a guy that will lay it on the line for his team. I don't think he's a bad teammate. I just think he's disengaged with the New Orleans Pelicans. He didn't want to go there on draft night. That was talked about. There was rumors that he prayed that the New York Knicks were going to take him. It didn't work out. He got selected by the Pelicans. And at the end of the day, if you're a big star like Zion Williamson, you're not going to be able to reach your maximum potential as a superstar in New Orleans. That's just the facts. The Smoothie King Arena is not big enough for Zion Williams, so I think it's very apparent that he wants out, and he's going to do everything he can to get out. Matt Barnes, a former NBA player, he talked about Zion's situation recently and said this: I don't think Zion wants to be there. There's been rumblings, not from him, but from his family, from the jump, and it's hard for a small market team to keep young superstars. Zion Williamson, he wants out of New Orleans. Matt Barnes is hitting the nail right on the head. This is a guy that's too big for New Orleans, and what do you know? Zion has been linked to the Knicks since draft night. They talked about how he wanted to go there. There's a quote that we're going to show you in a quick second about how he feels about playing for the New York Knicks, but at the end of the day, the Knicks have been the most heavily linked team to Zion Williamson since he left Duke, for a lot of reasons. The Knicks, they put a lot of it on themselves by always chasing a superstar, but at the end of the day, Zion Williamson might be the guy that finally comes and saves the New York Knicks. This is what Zion Williamson had to say last year after he played at Madison Square Garden against the Knicks. New York is the mecca of basketball. I love playing here. I played here in college. This is my first time playing in the pros. I mean, this atmosphere, whether they're cheering for you, whether they're booing for you, it's amazing. I honestly think, outside of New Orleans, obviously, yeah, right, Zion, I think this might be my favorite place to play. Outside of New Orleans, I can't even lie to you. I can't even lie to you. I would love to see Zion Williamson on the fast break, throwing down tomahawk and windmill jams at Madison Square Garden. But I want to know, do you want the Knicks to trade for Zion? If you do, go down in the comments and type T for trade, or if not, go down in the comments and type P for pass. I'll tell you about how I feel on it in just a quick second, but I want to tell you about this awesome deal we got going with the Fanatics. They've got all types of Knicks gear on sale. You can get this hoodie, you can get this beanie, they've got other zip-up jackets that I like, this white and blue one, they've got mittens, they've got all types of stuff on sale, but you got to go to chatsports.com/Knicks sale. If you just go looking for this stuff, you're not going to get the deals. You can only do it if you plug in this link down below me into your search browser, and it'll take you right to where you want to go to get all types of Knicks gear on sale. Do it with our proud sponsor, chatsports.com/Knicks sale. Zion Williamson, in his first 2 years in the NBA, has been up and down. His rookie season, he only played in 24 games. His sophomore season, he played in 61 games, which for him is a lot. It was just a 72-game season, so he missed 11 games. In his first season, in those 24 games, he averaged 22.5 points, 2.1 assists, 6.3 rebounds, while shooting a wild 58% from the field. And the three-point percentage, I wouldn't look too deep into that, because in his rookie year and his sophomore season, he only attempted a half of a three a game, but he made him at a 43% clip. Then the bigger sample size. His sophomore season, he showed why he was the #1 player coming out of the draft and had the most hype out of any high school prospect since maybe LeBron James. 27 points a night, almost 4 assists, 7 rebounds, and shot 61% from the floor, and it was highlight after highlight after highlight. Zion, he is 101. There is no debating that. 6'6", 260 to 280, who knows how much he really weighs, but at the end of the day, the Knicks have been looking for a superstar like this to come to New York and set this city on fire. But at the end of the day, as much as I would love to see a healthy Zion Williamson with the New York Knicks, I have my concerns about the Knicks trading for Zion Williamson. Look, the Knicks, they've been there and done that. How many times have we seen the Knicks in particular, go out and try to trade for a superstar that's had injuries before? Maybe someone that has off the court stuff. I don't think Zion has that, but at the end of the day, there's stuff that we got to realize. His inability to stay on the floor is a problem. His weight is also a problem. And my biggest two concerns are, how will he evolve once he loses a step when it comes to athletic ability and he's not the most physically dominant presence on the court? Does he have a jumper to lean on? Does he have a back to the basket game? He's great on the defensive end. He's great in the open court, and he's just a bona fide superstar. But at the end of the day, will he have a long career? The weight's a problem. The knees are a problem. The feet are a problem. I have my concerns about Zion Williamson. I love for him to be a Knick. I think he would be the best thing in this city since Carmelo Anthony. But at the end of the day, there's stuff that's just holding me back saying, Marshall, you've done this to yourself time and time again. But maybe if the Knicks pull this trigger with Leon Rose and they get Zion in the Big Apple, maybe it will be different. Another way you can stay up to date on New York Knicks news and rumors is by hitting me up on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_. It's the race to 1,000 Twitter followers, and I need your help. And I only really want Knicks fans to follow me on Twitter. I love the Knicks. I was raised a Knicks fan. I tweet about them every single day. So if you love the Knicks and you love just going on Twitter looking for Knicks news and rumors, I'm your guy. Hit me up at @MarshallGreen_.